Every single day, your dog looks at you and you have no idea what they're really seeing, not even close. Recent scientific discoveries about that moment are changing everything about how we should treat our dogs right now. Stay with me by the end. You'll never look at your dog the same way again. Welcome to Canine Mind. If you're new here, subscribe, because we dive deep into what your dog is truly thinking, feeling, and trying to tell you every day. So, what does your dog really see when they look at you? The answer isn't what you think. It goes far beyond their eyes, reaching into their nervous system, their ancient instincts, and a bond that science is only beginning to understand. Your dog doesn't see a human, they see their pack. You've heard that dogs are loyal, but that loyalty isn't blind, trained, or simply about food. It runs much deeper, wired into their DNA. Tens of thousands of years ago, dogs were the only animal that voluntarily chose to leave the wild and live with humans. It's not because they were trapped or forced, but because ancient wolves decided that partnering with humans was better than surviving alone. That choice never left their genes. When your dog looks at you, they aren't seeing someone who just feeds them. Animal behaviorist Alexandra Horowitz explains that dogs don't just form habits with their owners, they form identities. Your dog doesn't see itself as an animal in a human house. It sees itself as a full member of a pack, with you at the center. That's why your dog follows you from room to room, checks on you when you're sick, and sits beside you when you cry. Even when they don't understand why, they're not performing for a reward. They're doing what pack members do, staying close to the ones who matter most. Unlike cats, dogs evolved a unique social structure around humans. They learned to read our facial expressions and follow our pointing gestures, something even our closest primate relatives struggle with. They shaped themselves around us because, in their minds, we were worth it. Remember this, your dog isn't living in your world, you are living in theirs. Once you truly understand that, everything about their behavior starts to make sense. 2. That thing your dog does with your dirty laundry, it's not weird. It's love. You've probably come home to find your dog curled up on your unwashed shirt or proudly carrying your sock around the house. You might have thought it was strange or even a bit gross. But what if it's actually one of the purest ways your dog expresses attachment? Here's what's happening. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to just 6 million in humans. Your dog lives in a smell-based world we can barely imagine. In that world, your scent is the most powerful and comforting signal that exists. When you leave the house, your dog doesn't just miss you, they go searching for you. Since you're not there, they turn to the next best thing. Anything that still carries your smell. To them, your shirt or pillow isn't just an object. It's a piece of you. It tells them you exist and that you're coming back. Studies on canine separation anxiety show that dogs given access to their owner's scent display far fewer stress behaviors. Research revealed something even more striking. Only the owner's scent activated the brain's reward center. Not food, not other dogs. Just you. Your smell literally lights up the pleasure and anticipation areas of your dog's brain. The next time you catch your dog buried in your dirty laundry, don't shoo them away. They're not being odd. They're keeping a cherished photo of you close. 3. Your dog can read your emotions better than most humans can. Now let's talk about what your dog actually sees when they look at your face, because this is where things get truly remarkable. Dogs have lived alongside humans for 15,000 to 40,000 years. During that time, they evolved a special muscle above their eyes that wolves don't have. Scientists call it the levator angulioculum medialis. You probably know it as puppy eyes. This muscle exists for one reason, to create facial expressions that communicate directly with humans. When your dog raises it, their eyes widen, and their brows lift, creating an expression that instinctively tugs at our hearts the same way a child's face does. But your dog doesn't just send emotional signals. They receive them with impressive accuracy. A landmark study found that dogs are the only non-human animal capable of combining information from both a human's face and voice to read emotions. They notice when signals don't match if you're smiling but your voice sounds stressed. They detect the real emotion underneath. But your dog knows when you're faking it. This emotional awareness leads to something many owners overlook, the importance of a good reunion. When you come home, what looks like chaotic excitement is actually your dog's nervous system celebrating your safe return. Studies show that just 30 seconds of focused attention, eye contact, gentle touch, and a calm, warm voice significantly lowers your dog's stress levels. For the rest of the day, next time you walk through the door, no matter how tired you are, take those 30 seconds, get down to their level, let them sniff you, and tell them you're glad to be home. To your dog, that moment is everything. 4. Your dog would rather be with you than eat. This might sound surprising because dogs are famously food motivated. Yet groundbreaking research tells a different story. Neuroscientist Gregory Burns trained dogs to lie still in MRI machines so he could watch their brains in real time. He compared their responses to food, praise, their owner, and strangers. The results were stunning. For most dogs, the brain's reward centers lit up, at least as strongly for their owner's praise as for food. For a significant number, the response to their owner was actually stronger. When given a choice between a treat and your approval, many dogs choose you. When offered time with their owner versus time alone with toys, most chose to be near their person. They weren't interested in the toys, they wanted the one who makes them feel safe. This trust runs even deeper through a behavior called social referencing. When dogs encounter something new or scary, their first instinct is to look at you and read your face. They check whether you think it's safe, then mirror your response. They literally outsource their sense of safety to you. That level of trust is profound. When your dog yawns, they might be talking to you. You've probably seen your dog yawn while relaxed near you and assumed they were just tired. But canine behavior experts see it differently. Yawning is often a calming signal, a subtle way. Dogs communicate their emotional state and try to ease tension. When a dog yawns during a stressful moment, they're not ignoring you, they're saying, "I'm not a threat, we're okay." Even better, you can speak back. A slow, deliberate yawn from you can help an anxious or overstimulated dog relax. Many dogs respond by softening their posture, looking away, and eventually settling down, or having a real conversation. You just didn't know the language. Other calming signals include slow blinking and turning slightly away. Every time you learn one of these subtle cues, your bond grows stronger. 6. You are literally the reason your dog is brave. Think about the last time your dog faced something scary, a loud noise, a stranger, or a new place. Did they look to you for reassurance? That wasn't weakness. It was sophisticated social intelligence, and you were at its center. In a 2019 study, researchers tested the secure base effect. They placed dogs in an unfamiliar room with their owner, a stranger, or alone. Then introduced a mildly startling new object. Dogs with their owner present were far more willing to investigate, explore, and recover quickly. The owner didn't need to do anything special, just being there provided enough security for the dog to feel brave. This secure base effect mirrors what we see in human children with their parents. Your presence alone changes your dog's brain chemistry, making uncertainty feel manageable. You are their anchor, the fixed point that makes the world less frightening. Here's the most important takeaway from everything we've covered. Your dog doesn't need you to be perfect. They don't expect you to speak their language flawlessly or never make mistakes. They chose you anyway. Every yawn is forgiveness. Every excited greeting at the door is pure relief. Every time they look at you, they see their pack, their safe place, in the center of their world. So the next time your dog stares at you, pause for a moment. Look back, because in that quiet gaze, they're not just seeing a human, they're seeing home.